Now I assume that you have some prior knowledge about RESTful API. Here we are going to learn how to use PHP to create RESTful API. If you haven't seen my previous PHP tutorial, I recommend you to watch these two tutorials, PHP PDO MySQL database. From here you can learn how to use PDO. PDO stands for PHP data object. By using PDO there are some benefits. By using it we can use object oriented programming language in PHP very easily, and another one is PHP MySQL CRUD operation for beginner. Watch this tutorial, this is very easy. If you don't want to watch this two tutorial series, then totally fine, you can follow this tutorial, but you have to have some knowledge about PHP and MySQL database. Elsewhere, I'll try my best to explain you what RESTful API is. For this tutorial, we are going to use XAMPP. This is very easy to install. Just click on install XAMPP for Windows. In this way, there will be a link. There will be an installation file. Install XAMPP Windows. Just click next few times to install it. Another software we are going to need is Insomnia. Since we are not going to use any user interface, we are going to send client request by using this software. This is Insomnia REST API. Just search for that, and installation process is very simple. Just click on latest release. In that way it will be downloaded on your system. Just click next few times to install it. This is Postman. This is very much similar to Insomnia. If you don't want to use this Insomnia, then you can use Postman. This is the most popular one, but in this tutorial we are going to use Insomnia because we should have be familiar with all of the software on the market. Okay. Now next one is Atom. This is a text editor where we are going to write our PHP code. You can use Visual Studio Code or Sublime Text. Last but not the least, this is my GitHub repository. From here you can find the whole project. You can click on the link in the description below. From here there you can find this repository. Okay, enough talking. Once you have installed XAMPP, just search for XAMPP control panel. From here we need to start Apache and MySQL. Once you have do that, open your file explorer, open C drive. From here you will get a folder XAMPP htdoc. Here we are going to create a new folder, that is our project. The project name will be REST API. Now open your favorite browser. From here just search for localhost, name of your folder, that was REST API. Now we are on the directory we have created. Once you have opened your Atom code editor, click on File, Add Project folder. That folder we have created XAMPP htdocs. The folder name was REST API. From here, at very first, we are going to create our database. Let's create a folder. Config. Let's create another folder. Models. Let's create another one. API. At first, we are going to check for our database connection. Inside config, we are going to create a file, database.php, because this is going to be object oriented programming, so we are going to use PDO. That will be very easier. At very first, let's start our PHP code. Once again I want to say that if you don't know PHP basic, then I recommend you to watch some PHP tutorial first. Now open your favorite browser, search for PHP PDO. From here you can find how to connect with database. You see connection and connection management. Click here. copy this and paste it here, comment it. We are going to use it in our way. At first we are going to declare a class database. Inside class we will declare few variable. Private host is equal localhost. Private db name is equal. Let's create a database first. Go to localhost phpMyAdmin, localhost / phpMyAdmin. From here let's create a database. Click on new. Our database name will be REST API and create. There will be 4 columns in our tables. Tables name will be players. Okay, go. First column will be ID. It is integer, but it will be auto incremented. Length will be 11. And second one will be name. This one will be varchar 255. Club varchar, it is also varchar, and length of 255. And the very last one, okay, we just need this 3, we don't need the extra one. Let's save it. Okay, it's done. You see, this is our database REST API, and in here we have a table, players, we have ID, name and club, these 3 columns. Okay, let's create the database name REST API. Private, next variable will be user is equal root. By default it is username of root, and next variable will be password. Password is equal, by default it will be blank. Let's create a function. This will be a public function, so we can access it outside of this class. Connect. At first let's create a variable. This dsn is equal, copy this part and paste it here. We are going to concatenate with our these 2 variable. Okay, we don't need to write localhost this way. Let's make it dynamic. Dot in between these 2 dot we are going to use our variable. This host. Okay, make sure it is this $sign is before this tag. Okay, this database name will be dot concatenation this should be a $sign, not a %sign. db name. We are going to create this variable outside of this function so we can access it anywhere in the class. Private, make sure before private you don't have any $sign. db is equal, initially it will be nothing, so let's clear it, and inside class it will be this dbase is equal null. Okay, now let's make a try catch block. If you get a exception, then it will handle. Okay, video exception variable will be e, and it will show us an error message if you got on. Okay, echo error to connect db database. Okay, concatenate with the message we want to show, e get message. Okay, and after showing that message we want to die here. We are not going to look for the code below here. Okay, now here let's create the database connection. This dbase, that was the name of our variable where we are going to create our database. New pdo, the first variable will be this one, and second one will be user, and third one is password. Okay, this user, we have made this variable here, and last one is password. This. Okay, now here we are going to set some attribute. This dbase attribute. In here we'll need to set two variable, two parameter. Okay, first one will be pdo double colon and a double tr underscore pdo error mode, comma, next one will be pdo double colon error mode underscore exception. Okay, if you want to know more about it, setting attribute, then this is the link, or you can just copy this error mode and paste it on your browser. It will say report erroring. This is for report erroring, and this is for handling our error mode exception. Okay, let's close php tag here and open it here once again. In between them we are going to use a function json underscore encode. Here we are going to paste our variable, we are going to say that connected to database. Now we need to use Insomnia or Postman to show that if the database is connected or it is showing an error. Okay, let's at first install Insomnia. I have downloaded this Insomnia Core 2020.3.3, this version. Just double click on it to open this Insomnia bar. Okay, it's installed. From here just click on new request. You can name your request anything you want to name. Just I'm going to write db connection, and this will be a get request, so just be here with get request and create. The url will be http colon double forward slash localhost forward slash rest api forward slash. What was our project folder name? Let me check once again. It was rest dash api, rest dash api, and inside it we have a folder config, and we have a folder inside it database.php. this should be config. Send. It's showing okay. That means the request has succeeded. You can see, but I want to show that message. To show this message connected to database, we need to do few more things. We need to return from here. We need to return our database connection, that is this.dbs. This, okay. Okay, below here, below this class, we need to create a instance of this class. Let's create it. db is equal new database. Okay, inside this instead we have this function, we need to declare it. Okay, db connect. Now this time it should work. Let's click on send request. It's showing use undefined variable of user inside line number 18. Okay, let's check it out. Line number 8, user variable is not defined, so we miss a greater than sign here. Check it once again. Okay, send the request once again. It's saying error to connect db, no such host is known. That means something went wrong with our host name. Something went wrong with the host. You see, I have given a space here. We shouldn't do this. Okay, now send the request. Is saying JSON encode connected to database. That means database is connected successfully with our REST API. Okay, now we are connected to the database. The very next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to delete these instances, because every time we are going to create a player, we are going to make instances over there. Okay, let's create a model in here. Model player.php. Notice one thing, I have declared the name with the starting of uppercase letter. Okay, because this is our model player php models. Inside API, we are going to create a folder of player. All the operation, create, read, update or delete, we are going to make here. Okay, this is a folder. This shouldn't be a .php extension. Create a new file. Create. Here we are going to create our player. Okay, at first go to the model, start a PHP tag. Okay, go to phpMyAdmin. From here click on this player, click on structure. In here we are going to add one more column. Make sure this is after club. Go, the column name will be market underscore value, market value of a player. This should be integer, because we are going to take integer value as market value of any players. You see 4 columns are showing up here. Now open your atom. At first we are going to create a class player. At the very top of our class we are going to create database connection, private db name. This is our first variable. We are not going to initialize with any value. Private table name, table. We are also not going to initialize any value with the table. Private name is nothing. Private club is nothing. Private market underscore value is nothing. Okay, we don't need any ID, I think. Now next we're going to create a public function constructor. Here it will take some variables. First one will be dbase, second one will be name, third one will be club, and last one will be market value. Here we are going to set this dot name is equal name. Let me show you. When we are going to pass any parameter in our instances, for example, let's make instances of player is equal new player. If we set a variable of name is Messi, delete all the parameter here, just keep name, and we set our name Messi. This is the parameter of this, and this will assign here, and this value will assign inside our class variable that is name. Okay, I think you get my point. Okay, Control Z for undo it. At the very end, what we are going to do is we are going to take the variable value from our class instances and assign it to our this class variable name. Okay, now do the same thing for club and market value and dbase as well. Control D or selecting multiple variable with the same name. Control D. Now we have declared our constructor. Below here we are going to create a function, public function create player. Okay, in this function what we are going to do is we are going to create our player. The main operation is going to do here. Okay, at first we need to write our SQL query. Go to your phpMyAdmin. From here this is our database, and click on this player, click on SQL and insert. This is the SQL query. We need to insert data to the table. Okay, copy and paste it here, but it will not work as it is. We need to customize it. At first let's create a variable name of SQL is equal insert into name of our table. The table variable we have declared here, let's assign it a value. Our table name was players. Let me check once again. This is the table and name players. Okay, fine. Now next we are going to name our table name. Okay, concatenate with it this table. Finish concatenation with the table. Next you see it's saying ID, name, club and market value. Let's do it. ID, it is auto incremented, so we don't need to pass. Next is name, comma, next is club, comma, market underscore value, and those are the columns name. Let me check once again. Inside players we have 4 column. First one is ID, that is auto incremented. So next 3 is name, club and market value. Make sure the spelling is same is here, and values will be the values. We can pass the values directly here, but that will not be a secure way, so we are going to use a secure way. Just give a question mark. This is the first question mark, second question mark, and third question mark, because we want to pass three value, so we are going to give three question mark. Okay, SQL query is done. Now we need to param this query, prepare this query. Okay, this DBAs is uh, prepare SQL. Preparing our SQL query. After preparing, let's create a variable. STMT is preparing query. Now STMT bind param. What this bind param function does, just copy this name and search on Google PHP bind param. You will get all the information about bind param, but I am going to explain little about it here. Okay, at first you need to give 1, and here you need to give this name. What does it mean? What does this on mean? This on means the first question mark in here, the first value. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. We have 3 value, and the first value will be bind with the name from here. Okay, let's copy it and paste it below 2 more times. This is 2 and this is 3. Club, our second value will be club, and third value will be market value. Every time we prepare SQL query, we need to use a function called execute. Let's use this function, execute. This is the function we are going to need every time, but here we are going to use a if statement. If statement, if this executing, it will return true. If we are successfully executing our query, it will return true, but if we don't successfully return our query, then it will say return false. Okay, print underscore f, it will show underscore r, it will show an error message if you fail to execute our query. Error, fail to execute query, and it will show the message of error, stmt error. Okay, fine. And when it show the error message, it will return false. Okay, inside create.php, create a PHP tag. In here we are going to need couple of HTTP headers. HTTP headers let the client and server pass additional information to request and response. Okay, at first, very fast, we are going to need the first headers. This is the method. By using this, we are going to pass our HTTP headers. First is access control allow origin. This is the first header, and we are going to pass it here inside a question mark. We are going to give the access to all because this is a public API. And next header is Next header is content type. This should be a application JSON type. We are going to send JSON data by using this API. Content type will be application JSON. Okay, now access control allow method. You see the syntax over here. Okay, we are going to pass the syntax here as well. Header allow access control allow method will be post, and this application should be started with lowercase, doesn't matter actually. And the very last one is access control allow headers. All the header we have used, we need to allow this here as well. At first we have used access control allow origin. This is a first header. Let's copy and paste it here. This will be a comma separated list, and next one is content type. Copy and paste it here. Next one is access control allow method. This is our next header, and last one is this one itself. Okay, copy and paste it here, give a semicolon. Don't worry, I'll give all the link of those header in our description of this video, so you can follow, copy and paste. I think in our model we have player.php. In here we need to declare one more variable, that is private id, because we need to update and delete data by using id. This should be id comma, copy this line and paste it below as well. Control D id. Now we need to include this database.php file and player.php file. For that just write require underscore once, and our file directory, that is, we need to move back 2 steps from our player. This is the first step and this is the second step, API. Now we are in REST API directory. Config slash database bac.php. Copy this and paste it below as well. This should be models and layer. Now here we are going to create an instance of our class, and we are going to set all of the variable here. db is equal new database, that was the name of our database, and we have a function connect. We have a function in our database, that is connect. Let's see once again, it's connect. It doesn't take any parameter, so we don't need to give any one. Now let's create a variable. Data is equal JSON, because we are getting all the variable as JSON format, so we are going to need this function JSON decode. File contents, and the value will be php : input. Now declare all the variable. Name is equal HTML special character stripe underscore tags Inside this will have data name. We'll get a name value from this. Okay, copy this and paste it below 3 more times. Second one will be, this should be club. Don't forget about this club, and this should be market value. We don't need the last one. Actually, what this HTML special characters mean, this mean you can't enter any SQL query in here. You just have the string value, and we want to get as JSON format. Now create an instance of our player. Player is equal new. We need to pass all the variable in here. What is all of them variable? Inside player we have DBAs, that means database ID. Okay, let's paste it here. This DBA should be DB and ID is null, and this name is coming from here. Okay, club market value, totally fine. Now we have declared our instance of player. Now we need to declare a variable. We need to declare a function that is create player. Just copy this function, player, name of the function, paste it here, save it. We need to take this function inside if statement. If this function happen, then it will echo something, echo an array. Array message will be player is created. And let's make the else part of this if statement. This should be inside JSON, because we want to show that message inside in JSON format. Let's copy this line and paste it below here. Is not created. Okay, let's save it and open your Insomnia. Click here, create a new request. This one will be a post request, and name it anything you want. Create player. Body, it will be JSON type. Create. Let's copy the URL from here and paste it here as well. Change this to API player dash. Let's check it out. Which folder is it? API player create.php. Create.php. Create JSON data as player here. Okay, let's create it. At first, give a player name. Will be, what will be the name? Name will be Neymar, comma, player club is PSG, and market value as well. Value, this name should be matched with the name we are passing inside this JSON format. Okay, market value will be on 20 million. Now send the request. It showing something went wrong here in line number uncaged error with a stripe function. This should be strip, not stripe. Okay, save it. Once again go to Insomnia, send the request. It's still showing error in line number 13. Okay, here is the problem. In player we are passing instance of this database where we need to pass the database connection. This player variable would be public, so select private, Control D for selecting multiple items, public, click on this database.php. That connection we are returning from this function, this connect. Okay, this is the connection we need to pass there. So in this function, let's create a variable dbase is equal. Now we need to pass this dbase variable inside this player instance. Let's try it out this time. Just click on send. It's saying message player created. Open your phpMyAdmin. You see nothing is showing there, but when you reload it, you see there is one record. ID is 8 because I tried previously few times, 7 times, and that is why it is starting with 8. And name is Neymar JR, club PSG, and market value 130 million. Okay, I want to show some more information about players. So from here just give a comma, player info. This would be a array, and inside this array first record will be name will be player name, comma, copy this line, paste it below 2 more times for club and market value. Control D for selecting multiple items. Save it. Create a new player with name of CR7 Cristiano Ronaldo 7 Juventus, and market value is 140 million. It's saying player created, player information, name CR7, club Juventus, market value 140 million. Once again check it on the phpMyAdmin, reload the page. It is showing 2 records that we have added. That means creating player is working successfully. Okay, create record has been done. Now go to API player, create a new file, read.php. The code will be almost same, so just copy this create php file and paste it here. And we don't need to grab data from user in here, so just delete them, and all the value will be null. We don't need to set any value to the database. We are going to retrieve from database. We also don't need this if else statement, so for now I'm going to just make it a comment, and above there I'll create one more function. That function would be inside player.php. Copy this function, paste it below. This would be read, read and select. SQL command will be select to get data from our database. Select from name of our table. We want to select everything, so give a hash. We don't need to bind anything. For now, let's delete all of them. I think here should be a second bracket, closing second bracket. No double quotation mark since we are ending. We need to set attribute. This DBA is set attribute. First variable, first parameter will be PDO colon a double TR underscore FAULT default fetch mode comma fetch. Now we need to execute our statement. Execute. Here result is equal fetch all. This is the function for fetching all of our data, and at very last we are going to return our result. Now go to read.php file. From here let's create a variable player underscore result is equal player name of our function, that was read player. Copy the name and paste it here as well. Print underscore r. This is the function for printing an array. Okay, so we are going to use it. Player result, save it, open Insomnia, create a new request. This is a get request because we are getting information. We are reading our player, so it will be a read request. Copy the URL from here and paste it in the, and this would be read. That's all. Send request. It's saying something went wrong in here. Fetch object player line number 58 in player line number 58. Let's check in 58 attribute PDO. This should be PDO colon. Save it once again. Reload the page. Send. It's giving us all the data from our database, but we want to precise it. Okay, because it is coming as an array, so we are going to show how many row we have in our array. So just write count is equal count player result, and there will be our while loop. You can use for loop or do while loop, but I'm going with while loop. I is equal 0 while I is less than count. It will going to printing. Okay, player array is equal array Here we'll have all the messages. Message will be reading player. Below this player array, we are going to print it out. Player array semicolon, and here we need to increase our I by 1. Okay, every time it read our player, it will increase 1, so it will go to the another player. First one would be id player result. Let's pass the loop variable. Okay, so it will go to all of the player we have. Id comma copy and paste it below 3 more times. This would be name. I made a mistake here. This should be a I and this should be a comma, not semicolon, because we are reading player. And here you can see I also made a mistake, as I always do. And we don't want to print any result as array. We want to print as JSON format. JSON underscore encode. Take whole array inside JSON encode. Now let's check it out. It's showing something went wrong with line number 29. Let's check it out. This is $sign. This $sign will be beginning of our variable. Let's send it once again. You see message showing reading player information. You see all the information about player. Okay, for reading single data, the way is very much same as reading multiple data. Let's make it single read. Okay, PHP, copy the read file and paste it inside single read. Control V. We don't need all of those. Inside player, let's read for single player. Underscore single player. Only one thing we are going to do is here we are going to change in our SQL query. Okay, where id is equal question mark. We need to bind params here. Copy from top, copy this and paste it below as well. After preparing query, we are going to set our id in here. Instead of fetch all, we are going to fetch only one records. Just copy this function and inside read single read, paste it here. Player result. Now one more thing we need to change here. We need to pass the id. Let's check out the id which we are going to use. We have only one record. Reload it. Actually we have 3 record. Let's read the data from this namer. Okay, so this id is 12. From Insomnia, this URL is same, but this time it is single read. So what was the file name? It was single read, single dash read. Send. It's showing some error, syntax error, 85 number line in player.php. Yeah, we need to give a space here. Here we don't need to pass to an array, so let's get rid of it. Okay, we don't also need this count variable. Let's get rid of it also. Delete this I variable from here, save it. Once again go to Insomnia, send request. It's showing reading player, and this is the player information. Let's make it more specific. Reading single player, save it and send the request. It's responding with our this JSON format. Okay, that's all. Here in read and read single, these two files, this should be a get request. Save it and make get request at here as well. This should be a get request. Okay, now next we are going to update player. Is very much similar to creating player. Just copy this and paste it inside update.php, and inside player we just need to copy the update create player, copy this function and paste it below where we are going to update our player. Okay, below here. Now here we need to change our SQL query. So go to your phpMyAdmin. From here just click on SQL, click on this update. This is the query to update our data. Okay, replace it with our update query. Update the table name, that is player. We are going to update name, club and market value, and there would be a set id is equal value on, this is question mark 1 comma, name is equal question mark, this is second question mark, club is equal question mark, market value is equal question mark. Let's remove this id because we are not going to change id, we are going to change the value of name, club and market value. Okay, remove this value, add where clause where id is equal a question mark. We can change this as a variable, so let's do it. Name, club. This is another way of binding parameter. Okay, club, market value. You can name it anything you want, but I am going to name it similar to this id. Okay, so it will be more understandable. Now in here, in the place of on, there you need to give colon name and copy paste it below few more times. We don't need those anymore. There would be club, market value, and last one is id that we are going to get from our client. Okay, statement has been executed, it will return true or false. Okay, if anything went wrong it will show us that error, and in the place of create player there will be update player. Now In update.php, we have copied everything from create.php. Let's change something here. We need to give an id, copy this and paste it above. This should be id, control D, id, save it, and now in the place of create player there will be update underscore player, the function we have made. And here we also want to show our id player id. That's all. Let's check it out. At first let's read single one more time. This time let's give the id of 11. We're going to update for Luis Suarez, so give id 11. Now in Insomnia we are going to read single. Just click on read single and send it. It is showing name Suarez, club FC Barcelona, market value is 100. Just copy this object, Ctrl C, this JSON format, just copy this and create a new request. That would be update player, and this one will be our put request. Once more we have forget to change our method to post to put. When we update we need this put function or patch function. We can use any of this. Okay, this body will be JSON text. Whatever we have copied, just paste it here, and this id must be matched with this variable name. So just copy it and paste it in the place of id. Id is 11 and we want to change it to Suarez, to Luis Suarez, and Barcelona starting with uppercase B. Okay, now we need to pass the URL. So go to read single, copy the URL, update player, paste it here. In place of read single, just write update.php, send. It's showing an error in line number 29. Let's check it out. There I have given a semicolon, that is my mistake. Okay, send once again. It's showing player information, id is 11, name is Luis Suarez. Let's check it out on our database. Reload the page. Luis Suarez, it has changed. Previously it was only Suarez, but this time it is Luis Suarez. Okay, that is how we can update our player. Okay, now next operation we are going to make is delete.php. Copy everything from update.php, paste it here as well. We don't need to grab any value from our client, and here delete this line. We just need id. We don't need any name, club or market value. So make everything null, and in player let's create another function. Copy this function, paste it below. delete player get the query for deleting any player. So click on this delete, paste it here for reference, delete from table name where id is id. Okay, for now we are just giving id in here, but in real application we are going to take the id from our url. Actually we are going to make some url link. Whenever someone click on that link, then the record of that id will show up on the url, and from that url we are going to take the id, and by using that id we are going to match inside our player tables. Whichever id match within our players table, we are going to delete that record. Okay, don't worry if you don't understand. I'll create some videos on creating cms or something like that. There will understand better. Okay, now go to delete.php. In here, in the place of update player, just write delete player, and method will be delete, and message will be player deleted. In previously we haven't changed to updated. Okay, in delete.php. Okay, now let's check it out. Open your Insomnia, create one more request, delete player. This one will be a delete request, create. Okay, in here pass the url from update. Okay, paste it here. In the place of update, just write delete, and this body. Okay, we don't need body anymore. Just click on send. It's saying something went wrong on line number 139 on player.php. Let's check it out. 139, it can't execute. Why it is can't executing? Undefined variable. Okay, it can't find any variable, and also has some syntax error. Let's check it out once again. Delete id, this id. Okay, let's take the id 11. Oh, I forgot about where. We need to write where. Okay, once again send it. It's showing the information of player. It is id number 11. It should delete it. Okay, open your phpMyAdmin. From here, go to this table. You see there is no record with the id of 11. One more thing, we want to get that id. For that, just copy these two lines from update.php and paste it here inside. Okay, now change it to 11 to id. Now we can dynamically send request, and now this time the body type will be JSON. id would be 12. It will delete request 12, and this should be a colon. Okay, it has deleted the record that contained id number 12. You see there is no record containing id number 12. Okay, that is what REST API is. Here in this video tutorial we have learned how to make a CRUD operation by using PHP REST API. If you want to know more about it, you can comment it down below. If you have any confusion, let me know. I'll be happy to help you. If you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe. Thank you for watching.